You see it everywhere. Limited time offer, only 3 left in stock. Act now before it's gone forever. You feel the rush of anxiety, the pressure to decide, the fear that if you don't act immediately, you'll miss out on something valuable. This isn't just sales psychology. It's one of the most powerful and dangerous manipulation techniques ever used. False urgency doesn't just exist in marketing. It's used in relationships, business, politics, and everyday life to make people act without thinking critically. Most people assume they make rational decisions, weighing the pros and cons before committing to something. But urgency hijacks this process. When time feels limited, the brain shifts into survival mode, prioritizing immediate action over careful evaluation. This is why people rush into bad investments, stay in toxic relationships, or accept offers they wouldn't normally consider. They are made to feel that if they don't act now, they will lose something irreplaceable. First, false urgency is powerful because it creates artificial scarcity, making something seem more valuable simply because it might disappear. This is why stores use phrases like "only 2 left" or "offer expires in 10 minutes" to make people feel pressured to buy. But it's not just businesses. Manipulators use this in personal relationships by making someone feel like they must act immediately or lose access to love, friendship, or approval. Second, urgency triggers a fear response, making people feel stressed and anxious when faced with a limited time decision. When the brain perceives a time constraint, it shifts focus from rational analysis to immediate action. This is why manipulative bosses say things like, "If you don't decide right now, I'll have to give this opportunity to someone else," forcing employees into rushed decisions. It's why manipulative partners use phrases like, "If you don't move in with me now, I'll take it as a sign that you don't love me." By controlling time, manipulators control decisions. First, one of the most dangerous forms of false urgency is the pressure to commit before you're ready. Manipulators don't want you to have time to think, research, or reflect. They want you to feel like you must decide instantly. This is why cults and high-pressure sales environments forbid hesitation. They know that given enough time, most people would realize they're being manipulated. Second, urgency is often used to block access to outside opinions. Have you ever noticed how scammers tell victims, "Don't tell anyone about this, just act fast"? The reason is simple. Outside perspectives break the illusion of urgency. When people take time to consult friends, family, or experts, they often realize they are being rushed into a bad decision. First, urgency is also a powerful tool in social dynamics and relationships. Think about someone who suddenly acts distant, making you feel like they might disappear from your life. If they say, "If you don't reach out first, I'll assume you don't care about me," they are using urgency to manipulate your emotions, making you act out of fear of losing them, rather than out of true desire. Second, the reason false urgency is so effective is because it creates regret before the decision is even made. Manipulators want you to feel like if you don't act now, you will lose something valuable forever. This is why limited time offers often include phrases like, "You'll regret missing this deal," or why a manipulative ex might say, "You'll never find someone who loves you like I do." The goal is to make you imagine a painful future of regret, pushing you to act now without thinking clearly. First, one of the best ways to resist urgency-based manipulation is by forcing a time delay. Instead of acting immediately, say, "I need time to think about this." Manipulators hate this response because time is their enemy. If you step away from the urgency, your rational mind will have a chance to process what's really happening. Second, train yourself to recognize artificial scarcity. If something is truly valuable, it won't disappear just because you didn't act instantly. If a company says, "Only 1 left, act now," ask yourself, would I want this if there was no time limit? If a person says, "Decide now or lose me forever," ask yourself, why am I being pressured to rush something so important? The truth is, real opportunities don't require panic-driven decisions. First, one of the best psychological defenses is to shift your mindset from fear of missing out, FOMO, to confidence in long-term thinking. Instead of saying, "I need to act fast," say, "I only commit to decisions that I've fully thought through." This mental shift takes back control over your own decision-making process. Second, understand that false urgency is designed to trigger emotions, not logic. Whenever you feel rushed, pressured, or anxious, ask yourself, Would I still make this choice if I had a week to decide? If the answer is no, it's a sign that you are being manipulated into action rather than making a true choice. First, if you want to strengthen your resistance against urgency manipulation, start practicing deliberate slowness. The next time someone pressures you into an immediate choice, train yourself to say, "I don't make quick decisions. I need time to evaluate this properly." The more you practice this, the more you build a habit of rational decision-making instead of emotion-driven reactions. Second, remember, true opportunities don't require panic-driven decisions. Whether in business, relationships, or everyday life, anything worth having will still be worth having after careful thought and consideration. The next time someone tries to pressure you into an immediate choice, recognize it for what it is: a manipulation tactic designed to make you act before you think. The most powerful decision makers are those who remain calm under pressure. They do not let urgency dictate their actions. They take control of their time, their choices, and their future. If you can train yourself to pause before reacting, to step back from emotional pressure, and to make decisions based on logic rather than fear, you will never be manipulated by urgency again.